A breathless car chase rips through the chaotic streets of Mexico City. Inside the car, two young men are panicking. Their dog is bleeding heavily in the back seat. Suddenly, a horrific crash changes everything. Three separate lives collide in a single, devastating moment. Let us travel back a few months before that fateful crash. Meet Octavio, a young guy living in a cramped, working-class home. He is deeply in love with Susana. But there is a huge problem. Susana is married to Octavio's aggressive, criminal brother, Ramiro. Ramiro treats Susana terribly. Octavio cannot stand to watch this abuse happen. He desperately wants to take Susana away. He wants to give her a better life. But Octavio has no money and no real future. Then, Octavio discovers a dark, underground world. The world of illegal dog fighting. He enters his beloved Rottweiler, Kofi, into a local match. To everyone's surprise, Kofi is a natural, lethal fighter. Kofi wins match after match. Money starts rolling in fast. Octavio begins hiding stacks of cash around the house. He tells Susana they can finally run away together. Susana is terrified but tempted. She hates her miserable life with Ramiro. But Ramiro suspects something is going on. The tension in the house grows thick. Octavio keeps pushing Kofi into more dangerous fights for bigger payouts. Enter Jiroko, a ruthless, local dog fighting kingpin. Jiroko's champion dog gets absolutely destroyed by Kofi. Jiroko is humiliated and he wants bloody revenge. During a rematch, Jiroko pulls out a gun. He shoots Kofi in cold blood. Octavio loses his mind with rage. He stabs Jiroko right in the stomach. Octavio grabs his bleeding dog and runs for his life. This brings us right back to the frantic car chase. Octavio is speeding, trying to save his dying companion. He runs a red light and smashes violently into another car. Let us pause time right at the moment of impact. Who was in that other car? Meet Valeria, a beautiful, famous supermodel. Valeria has just moved into a gorgeous luxury apartment. She is living with her married lover, Daniel. Daniel just left his wife and children to be with her. They are celebrating their new life together. Valeria's face is on massive billboards outside. She has fame, youth, and love. Life seems absolutely perfect. Then, she drives through an intersection, and Octavio's car destroys her world. Valeria survives the horrific crash, but her leg is completely shattered. She is confined to a wheelchair, trapped in her new apartment. Her glamorous modeling career vanishes in an instant. To make matters worse, her beloved little terrier, Richie, disappears. The dog falls into a broken hole in the apartment floorboards. Richie is trapped beneath the floor, surrounded by rats. Valeria can hear her dog crying out underneath the wooden panels. She begs Daniel to tear up the expensive floor to save him. But Daniel grows frustrated and hesitant. The romance begins to rot. Days turn into weeks. The smell of decay fills the apartment. Valeria feels ugly, broken, and completely abandoned. Her relationship with Daniel cracks under the immense psychological weight. Eventually, Daniel tears the floor open and rescues the dog. But Richie is severely bitten and traumatized. Valeria realizes her old, perfect life is never coming back. Now, let us look at a man watching the crash from the sidewalk. A mysterious, dirty vagrant known as El Chivo. He pushes a cart around the city, followed by a pack of stray dogs. But El Chivo is not just a homeless man. He was once a university professor and a passionate political activist. He abandoned his wife and baby daughter to fight a revolution. He spent years in prison. Now, he is a ghost. He works as a cold-blooded assassin for a corrupt cop. He loves his dogs far more than he loves human beings. During the chaos of the car crash, El Chivo steals something. He rescues the bleeding, unconscious Rottweiler, Kofi. He takes the fighting dog back to his crumbling, abandoned shack. El Chivo tenderly cleans Kofi's wounds. He nurses the beast back to health. He feeds Kofi and gives him a safe place to rest. He treats the violent dog like a son. Meanwhile, Octavio survives the crash but is severely injured. His friend in the passenger seat did not make it. Octavio returns home, broken in body and spirit. He finds out his brother Ramiro was killed during a bank robbery. At the funeral, Octavio begs Susana once again to run away with him. He has lost everything, but he still wants her love. Susana looks at him with cold, empty eyes. She takes Ramiro's remaining money and disappears forever. Octavio is left entirely alone at a dreary bus station. Back in the shack, El Chivo leaves his dogs alone for the day. He goes out to fulfill his latest assassination contract. A businessman wants his own half-brother murdered over money. El Chivo tracks the target carefully. He prepares to strike. But his mind keeps drifting back to his own abandoned daughter. He secretly visits her house when she is away, leaving money behind. When El Chivo returns to his shack later that evening, he stops dead. The room is covered in blood. A complete nightmare. Kofi's old fighting instincts had kicked in. The Rottweiler has slaughtered every single one of El Chivo's stray dogs. They lie dead on the floor. The only family El Chivo had left. El Chivo is utterly heartbroken. He screams in agony. He ties Kofi up and aims a pistol right at the dog's head. He wants to punish the monster. But as he looks into Kofi's aggressive, fearful eyes, he stops. He sees his own reflection in the dog. They are both killers. Both broken by a cruel world. El Chivo lowers the gun. He embraces the blood-stained animal. He decides it is time to change his life. He captures both the businessman and the brother who ordered the hit. He ties them up in his shack, side by side. He places a single gun between them, just out of reach. He leaves them to face their own hatred. El Chivo shaves his long, wild beard. He cuts his hair. He puts on a clean suit. He looks like a professor again. He breaks into his daughter's house one last time. He leaves a message on her telephone answering machine. He confesses his deep love for her. He asks for forgiveness. He leaves her all the money he made from his dark past. Finally, El Chivo walks out into the vast, dusty horizon. He has no home. He has no family. But he has his dog, now renamed Negro. 3 lives shattered by love, greed, and pain. Bound together by the loyalty and savagery of dogs. They walk into the unknown, looking for redemption.